Warning, this episode of MoshCast contains subjects that may be triggering and unsettling to some viewers. If you wish to continue, viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to MoshCast once again. The Diamond Duo is back at it once again. Because part-time and people. They're Brock Lesnar's, even though we got one part-time like Edge who actually shows up. But today we're doing Metallica's 72 Seasons. And the next one, I will tell y'all, it's gonna be good. So today we're doing 72 Seasons by Metallica. I do not know how many studio album this is. I think this may be their 10th or 9th. But it's 12 songs, and the last song is 11 minutes long, so you're in for a long ride. This thing is over an hour. Because usually the other ones we have like less than an hour. We're going over an hour today. So, Jason, welcome on in.
Yeah, welcome to another long episode of the MoshCast. Well, let's hope I don't have to edit anything out.
Nah, you won't have to. I have my computer with me, so I don't think you have to.
Well, aside from the songs.
Well, of course, the songs, because again.
All right, let's try not to say anything stupid today.
Oh, no worries.
Because I just want to game. That's all.
All right, so the first song on the record is called 72 Seasons, the title track.
All right, the title track. Let's do this.
It's okay. Already, I listened to this song before, and honestly, I'm gonna talk about it when we get there. But honestly, at first listen, I really enjoyed it and just enjoyed just the vibe of this. And I really enjoyed it. Like, I seriously really enjoyed like Lars on the drums. I know he's been memed out as this like terrible drummer for the last couple years or so, or last years or so, because of Saint Anger. But ever since these singles came out, like, he definitely has brought it back. At least in my personal opinion, he has. But I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed just the overall heaviness of this, and just overall of the song. Even though it's a long song, and I will critique this, I feel like it should not be 7 minutes. It should be like 5 minutes. In my personal opinion, like 5-6 minutes, not like an extra minute, because I just feel a little bit dragged out. But even from that, actually a great way to open up the record. So that's all I'll say about that. Jason.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice start to this album. I enjoyed it, and the guitars were really good.
Oh yeah, the solo in that one's really good. Even though it's like the drums are taking over, but still, like, that shit was good. So going to what this is about, it says it describes the protagonist's struggle with the wrath of the man and the lasting impact it has on their life. Throughout the song, the lyric describes the protagonist's simulations, upbringing, their internal conflict, and the darkness seem to pervade their life. The song ends with a flame of the theme, the protagonist being shaped by the wrath of man they experienced during the first 18 years. Now, I heard about this because of Octane. And they talked about this, and I actually really like the meaning. It's definitely something that it's definitely like, because when it comes to growing up and your upbringing, it kind of shapes your life and kind of shapes how you're going to be. And that's how I personally think of it. And the next song, as I'm going to try to unmute it because this is on my PlayStation, so I had to get up. Please don't fall. I'm begging you not to fall. Um, so the next song is called Shadows Follow.
All right, let's do this.
Follow. Again, I gotta say it again. The drums sound really good. The James sounds very, very good in this record so far. Like I don't know what it is, but he sounds fantastic on this record. I don't know what it is about his voice, but I enjoyed it. It's basically kind of the well-known voice and kind of like you just sending out a message. I'm gonna say what the message of the song is before Jason goes. It's about your darkness, shadows following you to everywhere you go and refusing to leave you. So that's what it's about. Jason, what you thought about the song?
Again, the guitars is really good. I enjoyed it. It was such a great song.
Definitely. All right. Let me go to this real quick, and I know if the ad pop up. Yep. But I definitely agree with you. Like the guitars and the solos in this and the riffs are awesome. Oh, it might need a trigger warning for this. I don't know, but hold on. Let me check the meaning real quick. Um, yeah, yeah, we need a trigger warning.
All right.
So this one talks about suicide. So this song is a single off the record. This one is called "Screaming Suicide." Man, James, or whoever fucking wrote this shit, why you gotta do me like this, man? So I'm gonna break down the lyrics and to really just show what they're talking about. So if you go in the chorus, it says here, don't ever speak my name. Remember you're to blame. Keep me inside, keep me inside. My name is suicide. So James Seaver's song presented suicide thoughts in somebody's head. Similar to the metaphor devil on the shoulder. The lyrics are taunting, urging suicide person to keep their feelings unspoken, criticize the way many people view suicide as a taboo subject. Suicide being a taboo topic creates the idea it should not be talked about, but makes it harder for suicide to be opened up by emotions. This song encourages people to stop turning away from talking about suicide and make it easier with those with negative thoughts to speak to others about their problems. And you go what to James said about it. He says, now quote, screaming suicide addresses the taboo word of suicide. The intention is to communicate about darkness we feel inside. It's ridiculous that to think we should deny that we have these thoughts. At one point or another, I believe most people have thought about it. To face the speak the unspoken is a human experience we should be able to talk about. You are not alone. And James Hetfield. I addressed this before that I've been through it. I've been through suicide thoughts. I've been through the process of it. Almost did it before. Been trigger warning SH is involved. I also been doing self harm, for about years about myself and all these things. And it took me a while to really grow, and it took me a while to get to talk to somebody because it was hard for me to trust somebody with that. Um, it's hard to trust people when You go through emotion yourself because you don't want to let them in. If you're going through something like that, it's better for you to call somebody, text somebody that you trust and love, that you know that is going to help you during this time. And you both communicate and you both talk about it and you both give the best support that you can. And that's my best advice right there because we live in a world that a lot of people are dying because of how many people turn their backs on them because they have these thoughts instead of supporting them. Don't turn your back on somebody that is going through a dark time. So yeah, it's kind of been emotional for me because I went for it myself. So yeah, Jason, you can go ahead talk about it.
Yeah, this song, it's definitely a deep one, and if you're going through it, just talk to someone, let your emotions out. That's all.
It's good to let out and to
Yeah.
just hold it in. All right, going to the next song. How long is this song? 6 minutes of play. Jesus Christ, Metallica. My attention span's already bad enough. Right. I was that actually is really catchy. I really enjoy how catchy that was. Like I really enjoy the "Wake Me." Just the chorus. Just again, James sounds so good on this record. I don't know what happened with James, but so far this album has been really good. It's definitely a step up from Hard Right Self Destruction, in my personal opinion. So yeah, that's all I want to say about that. This is not like old Metallica, but this is still like modern Metallica, like kicking ass. So this one talks about um the fourth track is basically a song about Tony of the protagonist's daily life. Every day they wake up and follow the same routine. It's so monotonous that they can do it in their sleep, which is what the protagonist dreams about. A little weird, but I can get it. That's why it was there. But yeah, Jason, what you thought of it?
That was a pretty catchy song. I liked the sounding of it. It's a pretty fun one.
Definitely. All right, so next one we go down to meaning before we get into this. Um, nah, I don't think we need a. I don't think we need a trigger one for this song at least. All right, this one's called "You Must Burn." This one talks about takes the light and dark theme of the album to the extreme. Is a take on duplicity, falsehood, and justice, where the protagonist burns away his true self in favor of malicious, prying faces. It's a very similar song to the one the Black album. I think it's what it says from here. It says "sad but true," but I definitely can hear it like off this album. Like they're definitely trying to make more modern, but also kind of going back to like older elements because they're Metallica, you know. And what I thought of it, I fucking enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this song, and that I definitely think that this song is great. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say for that. But yeah, Jason, what you thought of it?
Yeah, that was another catchy song. I enjoyed the sounding of it. It's a good vibe.
Definitely. So we're halfway through the album, by the way, which is good. The next one is another single off the album. This one is called External. What's external? Something like that. What's external? What's external? I don't can't pronounce this shit because it's Latin. But yeah, this is one of the singles. And one of the first singles that came out. As I'm trying to open this damn thing. Well, let me do that. But this is the first single that came out, and as I'm gonna pretty much get the lyrics up of the album, and that basically is Latin for eternal light. So that's what it's Latin for, I guess. So there you go. I don't know. That's all it says. But honestly, when it first came out and I heard it, I was like, "Yo, I love this!" Like, solo in there, the freaking drums, Jane's voice, like it all sounded very well, like well produced, not too long, not too quick, but made its statement, made basically the flag to the mountain, as I like to say it. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Jason, what you feel about it?
That was another good song. I enjoyed it.
All right, as we go into the next song, this one is called Crown of Bob. Someone saw the Key Nothing. If you remember that song off the Road album from 1996, this one talks about a this this poet hungry monarch whose accession for the crown leads to the downfall, rusting of them and their empire. So not like meaningful, like not like super crazy, like meaningful like that, but still like a really poetic song. And I really like it. I mean, I really enjoy this song. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it, honestly. Jason.
All right, so this song, it had a good vibe to it. I liked it. Pretty solid.
All right, going. Oh shit. All right, so going to the next song. This one's called "Chasing Light." The ending got me there. I'll tell you that. So this one, I'm gonna pull this up a little bit. This one is basically going from boyhood willing to grow up by chasing light, chasing one goals, dreams and ambitions. Yet through chasing his dreams, he will experience setbacks and the darkness. It is known law in life there's always a balancing of opposing forces. Without struggle and sacrifice, you cannot achieve your goals. Without darkness, there's no light. It's just I think it's true. Um, so yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. And I really enjoyed the song. I really enjoyed the ending and how catchy it was. So yeah. Um, Jason.
Yeah, this song was a pretty nice one. I enjoyed the vibe, and it's really good.
All right, another single, the last single off this album. This one called "If Darkness Had a Sun." Really, this is my favorite off the singles. I can't really find the meaning of the song, so it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But yeah, honestly, this is my favorite. I love the beginning of it, just like it's just fucking shreds into the headbanger, like shreds the guitar. And beginning of it, I think it was a bass from Rob Chirijo. I can't pronounce his last name, but then just the guitars come in, and that's when I started headbanging the first on this song. And this song is so fucking good. This is my favorite off the album so far, and it's my favorite single. My favorite of the album so far, honestly, I like Shadows Follow so far, and Crown of Barbed Wire. So now we're going into three more songs left. Jason, you get your thoughts on it.
All right. So for that song, wow, it's another good song. It's one of the best ones on the album. I liked it.
All right. So yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't find the meaning of it, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely this one's if it continues to be very consistent, this is definitely going to be a very high rating for me. So we'll see. So next one is called Too Far Gone? Question mark. That's what the title says. So Too Far Gone. Let's go. The album, which is great, but this song again can be a bit triggering because this one talks about isolation. And basically, from this, the ramification of isolation, the protagonists isolate themselves from the world now in desperation to escape the prison. They believe they went too far in isolation and now feel agitated. I can relate to this, y'all. I when I used to be on beginning the podcast, just back then, like around 2020, 2021, man, I used to isolate. I used to really isolate and to really just not really want to people worry about my problems, my concerns, and anything like that. But I recognize now that's not a good thing to do, and to really just try to get out of that. It's hard though. It's very very hard to just get out of that. Like it's going to take some time just to get out of isolation because you're used to the aloneness. You're used to the solitary. You're not used to other people. I'm not used to that. So yeah, I mean, I would definitely say don't isolate yourself because once you are cooped up, once you really are with your emotions, it's really depending on how you're going to take it. But that's all I want to say about that. Jason, what's your thought of the song?
This song was a pretty solid one. It's definitely a relatable song for those who isolated themselves a lot and and to get them out of their shell.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the next song, I'm trying to pull up the meaning of this thing. Yeah. So this one's called "The Room of Mirrors." We're two songs, well, actually one song away from the last one. Oh, the last song. All right, we'll get into the last song, how long it is. We'll get into that. But this song talks about, as I go off my computer, focus on judgment, self-reflection, one's ego. It depicts on a persona who's afraid to be see themselves out of fear of judgment and their self-reflection. You want to call me out? You're gonna call me out. Okay, Metallica. I see how it is. Um, so this is kind of able to. I've been um usually not on this podcast, but when you're out to the world, you meet a lot of different people. You meet a lot of different personas, but again, when you're around or when someone else is around, it's kind of that different dynamic, and that sometimes it doesn't work out, and sometimes with me losing a lot of people, especially this year, losing some people that are not in our lives anymore, but also with people from last year, from the year before that. Like when you lose people that you love and trusted, you're scared for the world because what if they treat you the same way and give you that one-sided friendship or relationship? It's scary to be yourself in this world because we live in a world where there's homophobes, there's transphobics, there's racists out in the world. There's people that are bigots. There are people that just have plain assholes. And there's people that don't accept their own, like, accept like for plus size like me, but they go on to feed their self ego. Things like that. It's hard to just be accepted because you don't know how people are going to treat you. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, this next song is gonna be long. Jason, what's your thought about Rumor Mirrors?
Oh, a solid song. I liked it. It had a good vibe to it. Yeah.
All right, so the last song of the album is a fucking long one. So it's 11 minutes and 10 seconds. This is actually their longest song, I believe, being their 9-minute record, I think off of Load or Reroad. I don't know which one it was. But this one is called Immortala, I think what's called. But let's get into it. That's the end of the album. Almost nearing it for 2 hours. But that was the last album, Immortalia. So another Latin one. So again, from your Latin, from your Latino heat, that means a person's female lover. Ironic, because I just looked this up. So this means the main theme of the song, it talks about a long lost female lover who has broken him and damned him to eternal misery and emotional suffering. He laments the loss of his partner and contemplates revenge for her betrayal. Eventually realizes he don't need her anymore. I want you to understand something. Today or yesterday was the year me and my ex broke up. It's been a whole fucking year. And when I listened to this song, man, it felt like a soul healing for me. Because a lot of people know that I was going through it, and there's a lot of things that I mentioned that were not the best, and that was a one-sided relationship. And it was kind of like she wanted the relationship so she could have more names to her list. While for me, I wanted to bring the light, the comfort, the space, the love, and the immensity, and the comfort zone that she never had from anybody. And unfortunately, it went when it went. And you know what? I'm glad it did. Because, it warned me a lot about difficult times like that. And you need that time to grow for yourself. What do you need to do to grow? And one quote that I know is that one relationship, one friendship, one situation doesn't dictate your life. It's what you do after that. So for anybody going through a breakup, divorce, a split up, whatever the case it is, just know that no matter if you're going to be single, no matter you're going to be taken the next time, just know you're going to find that peace within yourself and you're going to find that healing that you need. Sometimes we got to go through the darkness to see the light. Sometimes we got to dance in the rain to see the sun. That's all I'm going to say. Jason, what you thought of it? Let's get to our rating.
Yeah, a good end to this album and a relatable song for those going through that.
Yeah, especially for me. It's been a whole fucking year, which is crazy. Crazy, man. You were here for the whole entire shit when that happened.
Yeah.
That was a mess. That was a fucking mess. I mean, hey, breakups do that to you. But yeah. So the rating of this album, man, I don't know, man. This is a really good album. Like, I really enjoyed this album throughout. Yes, it was long as hell, but still, I fucking enjoyed it. The headbanging, the other people I got. This song gave me Black Sabbath vibes. Like, I can't ask for more from that. Like, it called back to some songs. It called back to some vibes from the older albums. Like, this album was just modern Metallica kicking so much ass. So much ass. Like, I fucking enjoyed this record. I don't think it's perfect. I don't think it's the best Metallica album. But this beats Death Magnet, Saint Anger, Hard Right Self-Destruction, both of the Load albums. So it's up there for me, at least. It may go down, may go up again. I don't know. But I'm going to give this a 9.5. I'm going high with this. I love this record. Jason, what'd you give it?
I'll give this a 9 out of 10. It was a good album. I liked it.
So, I guess I got to write down another one for the Hada thing. So, there you go. So, thank you guys for watching this episode of Metallica's new album. The new album that we're doing next in the upcoming 2 weeks is Remember, it's bi-weekly. Well, supposed to be bi-weekly. Fuck. So, the next album we're doing is Baby Metal. That's right. Baby Metal released a new album, and Julian's been begging me to do this shit. So why not? So, yeah, that's going to be for that. For Crash and Burn, we're going to do Backlash. No WrestleMania Backlash, but just Backlash. So, it's going to be a Saguaro, Puerto Rico. So, that's all I want to say about that. And, yeah. Follow my Instagram, Lucas.Titsy336. TikTok still around. Follow my TikTok as Lucas_Rainmaker. I'll be posting there soon. Again, I've just been busy with mental shit. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. And hopefully y'all enjoy your Aprils. Hopefully you enjoy your birthdays. Whatever the case it is, just enjoy what's in front of you. Jason.
Thank you for watching this episode of the MoshCast. We hope you'll enjoy. We'll see you for Baby Metal.
Yep. So that's me. That's Jason. We'll see you for Baby Metal.
All right. See ya.
MoshCast!